Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sipniewski. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. In this video, I'm finally going to get the answer that I've watched probably 60 YouTube videos on. Which microphone is going to be the best microphone for a really budget-friendly boom microphone or for a vlog microphone? Is it going to be the Rode VideoMic Pro or is it going to be the Movo Vxr10? And can like a little budget-friendly option like the Neewer CM14 hold its own against these other two microphones? So in this video, what I'm going to do is a bunch of audio tests, and I'm going to blur out the microphone, but don't try to pixel peep. It's not going to work. I am going to use the exact same shock mount for each one of the microphones, use the same exact extension cable, and use the same settings in my camera to make sure that it's a nice, even playing field. You may have noticed at the bottom of the screen, I am actually going to label the microphones, microphone A, B, and C. So it's the Rode VideoMicro, the Movo Vxr10, and the Neewer CM14. And we are going to listen to each one of these microphones to see which one has the best sound. Now, the reason that I want to do this test is because I've watched numerous videos, but the video that I watched that compelled me to get the Movo Vxr10 was Caleb Pike from DSLR Video Shooter. He did a head-to-head battle with the Rode VideoMicro and the Movo, and he said the Movo was the better microphone. So naturally, that's the one I purchased. I ordered the microphone off of his link. I'm anxiously awaiting for it to get here. Ding! I get a notification. Caleb has a new video. Awesome! I hit play, and it's about building your YouTube studio for $2,000. So he blows half the budget on his camera. So he has to come up with budget options for the other stuff. Now he gets to the audio part of his studio. And I'm thinking, okay, great. He's going to talk about the Movo again. I'm so excited. And he pulls out the Rode VideoMicro. And I was like, what? I was like, wait a minute. I thought we were divorcing Rode. I thought we caught Rode cheating on us in the backseat of our car with one of our best friends. Mama called to say don't even bother to bring Rode home for Christmas dinner because Daddy's going to kill him if he catches him. I did wind up keeping the Movo Vxr10. It's a good microphone. I like the way that it sounds and I'm happy with it. But, you know, I really wanted to know, is there a huge difference between the Rode VideoMicro and the Movo microphone? So I just broke down and ordered the Rode VideoMicro to get these tests in here to do it for myself. After making a lot of different microphone videos and watching a lot of different microphone videos, I've really come to learn this. Audio is very subjective. I can listen to a microphone and think it sounds wonderful. You could hear that very same microphone and have a very different opinion. So whenever you're listening to microphone comparisons, put on a pair of headsets and listen for yourself. Being that I'm mostly doing this for myself, this comparison, I figured I would throw in my very expensive studio microphone, which is the Deity V3 Mic Pro, and see if there's a really big difference between these other three budget microphones and my more expensive studio microphone. Okay, so being that I threw in the Deity microphone, I said, let me go ahead and throw in a really budget-friendly option. Well, the Neewer is a really budget-friendly option, but I wanted to throw in something that was even more budget-friendly. And the microphone that you're listening to right now is a lavalier microphone. It's just clipped to my shirt right here. This is an $11 microphone. It's called the Pop microphone. You can get it on Amazon for 11 bucks. So if you're starting out your channel, you don't have a lot of money, you do need a microphone. Everyone says the most important part of your videos is actually your audio. So if you just have a tiny budget, this might be a good option for you. Continuing on with the microphone comparisons, I'm going to give you guys some tips too. Try to get the microphone as close to you as possible. Now, I know these things come with cold shoe mounts and you put them on top of your camera, but you can also run an extension cable. You don't have to use the cable that comes with the microphone, and get it as close to you as possible for the best audio possible. When you're filming, make sure that your phone is not in the vicinity. Or if it is, make sure that it's in airplane mode, because you can get bursts coming through your microphone from your phone. And then you're not going to know until you go to review your footage, and all of a sudden you realize your audio is all messed up and practically unusable. So keep that phone away from you. Another good tip that I don't think is talked about nearly enough is that when you have this microphone running with an extension cable into your camera, make sure that that extension cable is not making contact with any power cables. So one time I made a complete video, audio was ruined. I couldn't figure out what happened, what went wrong. It was because the extension cable was laying across the power line of my key light, and that will ruin your audio. So make sure that you're getting that extension cable off of the ground, not on any power sources. And I just sort of have mine wrapped around my tripod, keeping it free of any other wire. What I'm going to do now is give you audio samples back to back to back so that you can listen to them very close together. Continuing on with the microphone comparisons, I'm going to give you guys some tips too. Try to get the microphone as close to you as possible. When you're filming, make sure that your phone is not in the vicinity. Or if it is, make sure that it's in air. Another good tip that I don't think is talked about nearly enough is that when you have this microphone running with an extension, continuing on with the microphone comparisons, I'm going to give you guys some tips too. Try to get the microphone as close to you as possible. When you're filming, make sure that your phone is not in the vicinity. Or if it is, make sure that it's in air. Another good tip that I don't think is talked about nearly enough is that when you have this microphone running with an extension, something that I just want to mention, and really to me, it's not that big of a deal, it's the hairdos for the microphone. So the Rode and the Movo come with the Don King, and the Neewer CM14 comes with the, what I like to call the Kid and Play. And if you're from my generation, you're going to know exactly what both of those things mean. And I think that was a good sampling of all of these different microphones for you to really hear the difference between them. Did you like the Rode VIDEOMICRO? Did you like the Movo Vxr10? And by the way, you are listening to the Movo Vxr10 right now. And did you think that Neewer CM14 really held its own against the more expensive microphones? So if you're looking for a really great microphone that you don't have a lot of money to spend, buy one of these microphones, get an extension cable, because this is really what I used for my other channel. I just used a very small microphone, boomed above me, and everyone always complimented the way my audio sounded. In the description box below, there are going to be links to all of these different microphones that I used in the video, including the Deity and including that very budget-friendly lavalier microphone that I had on as well. Well, thank you so much for joining me in this experience. I can't wait to get the cards out of the camera and listen for myself to see which one indeed is the best budget option. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, wear your sunblock.